Well, I made it to town today and I got all of my adulting done so I can move back on to doing what I do best, and that is work around here. Isn't that right, Miss B? We had pretty good rain last night. Everything's nice and wet and muddy and nasty, even B down here. And we got a nice drizzle going right now. I spoke to my better half a while ago and when I was in town, and I told her we could start this fire tomorrow, and she informed me that she would rather work on the chicken house tomorrow. It's not supposed to start raining till 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow, so we'll have several hours in the morning to try to get something knocked out and accomplished. So I figured I'd better get on this fire today and go ahead and get it knocked out because it's supposed to be windy tomorrow, actually, now that I looked at the forecast. So I'll get that taken care of. So let's see if we can get this thing lit and burning and get rid of this brush. Made the ladies a special little snack this morning of some papaya, some fresh green beans, and some parsley. Let's go see if they like it. This morning. You don't want the chicken snack, but I brought you something. A piece of bacon. Oh, that's a good snack for Miss B. You want another one? I've only got one more. That was all that was left from breakfast. Good girl, Miss B. Are you ladies ready to get out? I brought you a treat. You gonna jump up in the plate? Now then that the ladies have had their little snack this morning, we are immediately going to turn our attention to some hydrangeas and some grapes and stuff that we picked up the other day. We're keeping these in the house currently. We wanted to get them potted because we don't want to plant them for probably about another 3 or 4 weeks, and I just don't like them living in these bags because they just don't last. I got a helper today over here somewhere. It's actually Saturday. We've got plans to have a couple of grands this evening, so that's going to be nice and a change for us. But the rain is supposed to hold off until about 3 o'clock this afternoon, so hopefully we're going to get something accomplished on the rabbit houses. As you've seen earlier, I tried to start the fire yesterday. That did not work out. The rain started coming in and I got shut down really quick. Everything was so wet, it just wouldn't light, so that's just going to be something for a later date. We're going to suffer through this heavy fog that we're dealing with right now. It's just kind of a nasty day. That's the best way to describe it, as you can tell by looking at her. And it is 50 degrees, but
feels cool.
She's just amazed at how much these chickens love me.
It's so funny to watch them just follow him around like his little gang.
It's my get-along gang. Sad thing is they're scared of her because they never deal with her, so she walks over there and they go walking away.
Yeah.
But they're enjoying their papaya over there right now and having a nice little morning snack. We're going to plant these right here real quick, and then we're going to get started on some rabbit houses. Miss B, you want to say good morning? Are you being a goofball? That's typical. Good morning, sweetheart. Lazy bum. So what we've got here is the blue hydrangeas. And then she also got the pink hydrangeas.
And I meant to grab a white hydrangea, but instead I got this Japanese snowball. And the reason for these is my mom loved to grow these. She had these at her house, and we just always loved cutting them and putting them in the house. And so these are kind of to honor her. So.
And then I went ahead and grabbed just some seedless grapes, plain Jane. We've got a shipment coming from Stark Brothers. We ordered several flameless grapes and some elderberry and plum tree and some other stuff that I actually got the notification yesterday or today that it shipped. So here probably next week I should be getting my delivery from Stark Brothers. and that's going to give us quite a bit more fruit to get in the ground. But let's get these planted in here. And just like that, those are planted. We got them back in the house where it's nice and warm. Hopefully they'll continue doing well with their first transplant. And then here in about 4 weeks or so, when the world explodes and spring is here and it's time to do everything, we'll get those guys in the ground also. And now we're going to stop and do a little walkthrough over here and try to do some imaginary planting so that we get this rabbit house exactly where we want it.
Goofball.
She is a goofy goober.
Goofballs.
All right, Rabbits 101. After 3 hours of discussion of where this fence is going to go for a future project, we still do not know where this fence is going to go. So we were trying to figure that out prior to laying out the rabbit house so that we could ensure it was far enough in where it needed to be. This comical character over here is more entertaining than the rabbit house. So, what are you doing, Goober?
B.
She was playing with a stick or something. She's camera shy. Okay. I've got 4 posts, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And those will be the lean-to, if you will, that will be protecting the rabbits. I'm fixing to go cut and find some cedar post. These guys right here will end up falling on each corner and being about 8 foot tall, and then we'll have the roofing structure over that, and then building the rabbit hutches down underneath and inside. That way we can put protection on these outside walls if we need to, and we'll get into all that later. But for now, this is our layout point to give you a little bit of an idea of where we're at. The ladies are right here. So the rabbits are going to start out just right here behind them. This is some of that area that we had our grandbaby help us clear the other day. It's not exactly the same point that we were looking at, but it's really close. So let me grab my chainsaw, and I think I've got 1 or 2 cedars down somewhere that I can utilize, and then I've got to cut a couple more. We're going to get this chainsaw fired up for Mama so she can cut these. These are actually cedar tops that somebody else cut some time ago, so they're actually being utilized, and I'm not having to cut any trees. I've got this one here, and then I've got 2 more that I found over in there. So we'll just trim the limbs off these cedar tops and drag them back, and we'll have the posts that we need, and they won't be near as heavy to mess with since they're not green. Isn't that right, Miss B? Did you come to help? Don't run off with my gloves, Goober.
I don't think she liked that. that knows anything about these. Will it come back? I sure hope so. It's kind of flat and squishy, but I'm really hoping it'll come back. All of them on the property right now are like this, and I've seen some out on my drive to work that kind of look the same, and they look like they're coming back, but they were more established and healthy plants. So I don't know. If anyone knows, comment and let me know. Why not? Another cool tree. Lots of clearing to do, but eventually it'll look good.
Now I need you to carry them logs out of here.
You so funny.
I'll hold the camera and watch. It's almost lunchtime.
Yes. My breakfast is wearing off.
It's rough holding that camera.
That's what I'm here for. Honestly, don't know how he does this every day. I managed to help with 2 of those logs, and it absolutely killed me. He's working on a 4th one right now that he's cut down for the gate for the garden, and he's convinced he can do it by himself. Probably going to be a lot of dragging. I just can't. There's just no way. This is back-breaking work, guys. It is absolutely difficult. I don't know how he does it every day, especially by himself. I give so much credit to him.
All right, we got these logs over here, and it is time to start running some post hole diggers and see if we can get these posts set. All right, we got these 4 posts dug and just thrown in the hole. Mama's working on dragging extension cord over here. I've got a couple of junk 2x6s that I've got to beat about 600 nails out of that I can use that are long enough to make the stretch front and back. Free sources are free sources. I got to use what I got. And I'm going to try to get the box frame done around the top. It's nearing time for the rain and the grandbabies, so we're kind of pushing toward the end of our work day here. But we're going to try to at least get this frame done up top and get these kind of leveled up and get the post set, and then I can finish framing the rest of it up and get the tin and everything put on it myself. Well, we could just feel the rain coming in. We got these 2x6s stripped out. They had probably 40-50 nails in each one of them, so we'll have to put this on hold. Well, y'all are just being grouchy. Put this on hold for now while this rain comes in. We got grandbabies coming here in about an hour and a half, so give us time to prepare for them. And just call that all for today. We got a couple of crazy leaning posts. We'll get those framed in and cut off and stubbed down and yeah, all that good stuff. But that'll be a decent little closure for them. I've got the tin ordered. That should be here next week sometime. So we'll see with the crazy weather. We got a lot of rain. I think Monday's supposed to be nice, so maybe I can finish framing that up and start building some cages and stuff. She said that I just had her for all the hard work, and I get to do all the fun stuff by myself when she goes back to work. Is what it is. But that's all I've got. I'll have to check with her and see if she's got anything else, but if not, I'll catch you guys on the next one.